Hustling on the side won't make you rich, but there is a wealth building vehicle that 88% of millionaires use, and no, it's not real estate. In this video, I'll share with you what it is and walk you through 4 simple steps to get started. Let's first start with uncovering the truth about side hustles. They just take you down the rabbit hole. You find yourself clicking on one video after another in hopes of finding a good way to make money online, but after hours of wondering about, more often than not, you'll end up lost, overwhelmed, and in the end, getting nowhere. James and Mike are the perfect example of this. They both grew up on the same street, went to the same schools, even worked at the same company for years. Grinding away at their 9-to-5s, barely making ends meet, they attempted to do some drop shipping or sell some stuff on Amazon, but they never made much. A couple of $100 here, a few grand there, but nothing life-changing. Until about 18 months ago. That's when James found a new opportunity that changed everything. One that led him to quit his soul-sucking day job, jet around the world, drive the car of his dreams, all while his bank account grew bigger by the day. And Mike, well, he's still stuck on that same old hamster wheel, jumping from one dead-end side hustle to the next, hoping to finally catch his big break. But James wasn't any smarter than Mike. He didn't have an in with some Silicon Valley big shot, and he sure as heck didn't win the lottery. So, what was the difference that put their lives on 2 totally different tracks? James was done wasting his precious time on side hustles that barely paid peanuts. He knew he needed to make a bold move, a move that would finally give him the financial freedom he craved for years. So, James quit messing around and took the leap. He started his own business because he realized 88% of millionaires own their own business, and it's the fastest path to true wealth. Now, let's hop into the 4 simple steps to start your own business like James did, so you can finally kiss that dead-end job goodbye, tell your penny-pinching boss to shove it, and start living life on your own terms. The first step is to identify a problem to solve. I mean, the world is full of problems. Every single day, you bump into things that frustrate you, slow you down, or make you want to pull your hair out. But here's the secret. Most people miss. Those problems are gold. Sit down with a pen and paper and start jotting down all the little annoyances and struggles you face. Maybe it's something in your hobby that's a total pain to deal with, or a task at work that makes you want to bang your head against the wall. As that list grows, an exciting thing happens. You start seeing solutions. And when you can solve a problem that lots of people have, boom, you've got yourself a potential business. It's really that simple. Take the entertainment business, for example. What problems do they solve? Boredom, loneliness, the need for inspiration or escape. They make life fun and exciting for people. Or think about a fitness YouTuber. They help folks overcome struggles so they can feel amazing in their own skin. Even something like a tax accountant. They take away the headaches and scary confusion of dealing with taxes. By solving that problem, they provide immense value. So dive into your own life. What problems have you conquered that others still struggle with? What have you learned that can help people? Once you've got some ideas, you're well on your way to a successful business. By the way, if you're interested in starting a business of your own to build wealth and freedom, I want to invite you to check out a simple business model that is responsible for over $800 million in sales over the last 5 years. It's the same type of system used by people like Vic Strizheus, Tony Robbins, Adobe Dabo, Alex Hormanzi, Raphael Z. Whitaker, Russell Brunson, even Ty Lopez. Basically a lot of the legends. So just click the link in the description for more details on how you can fast track your success. All right, so now you've got some juicy problems and you think you can solve them. So step 2 is to figure out how you're gonna deliver that solution. Are you going to teach people to DIY it? You're going to offer a done-for-you service? Or are you going to create a product they can buy and use themselves? Now, here's where rookies trip up. Don't get stuck trying to create the perfect solution right out of the gate. Seriously, don't waste your time. You know why? Because you don't know what perfect looks like yet. You haven't tested your idea with real customers. Without real feedback from actual customers, you're just guessing. Instead, whip up what's called a minimum viable product, or MVP. It's the bare bones, the most basic version of your offering that still gets the job done. Maybe it's a bit rough around the edges, but that's okay. The goal is to get it into people's hands ASAP. Because here's the beautiful thing. Once you start making sales, the feedback starts rolling in. You hear what folks love, what they don't, what they wish it had, and that, my friend, is solid gold. You can take those nuggets of wisdom and use them to reshape and upgrade your product or service into something that truly hits the mark and sells like hotcakes. So don't aim for perfection right out of the gate. Just get a solid first version out there. Let your customers guide you towards the ideal solution. That's how the best products and services are born. Okay, so you've got an MVP ready to go. Now it's time for step 3. Put a price tag on it. And I know this can feel tricky, especially in the beginning. You're not sure yet how much people will pay or even how much it will cost you to deliver. So first, tally up your costs. Every penny and every minute you'll invest in delivering your product or service. Next, decide what profit margin you want to build in. That's the extra cushion that turns this from a hobby into a real business. Okay, so you've got a couple options for setting your price. You can scope out the competition and see what the going rates are, or you can use a simple cost plus model. Just add your desired profit percentage on top of your expenses. The key is making sure you're not selling yourself short. Your price needs to cover your costs and pay you a fair wage with some room to breathe. Now, truth be told, nailing down the perfect price from the get-go can be tricky. When you're just starting out, there's a lot of unknowns. Exactly how much time and money it will take to deliver, how much a customer is really willing to pay, will the product need major tweaks? So, here's my advice. Start with a price that covers your estimated costs plus a modest profit. Err on the side of caution. It's better to charge a bit more and have wiggle room than to realize you're losing money on every sale. The goal at this stage is to get some actual transactions flowing so you can gather intel and make adjustments. As you refine your offering and dial in your production process, you'll gain clarity on your true costs and the value you provide. That's when you can confidently shift your pricing to maximize profit and really start raking in the dough. But it all starts with getting that initial MVP out into the world, even if it's not quite perfect yet. All right, time for step 4. This is the one that separates the wannabes from the soon-to-be wealthy. Once you've got your MVP out there and you're making some sales, it's time to kick things into high gear. The name of the game now is to keep improving your product or service based on what your customers are telling you. Is there a feature they keep asking for? Add it. Is there a part of your service that's confusing or clunky? Streamline it. The more you listen and improve, the more people will love what you're selling. You can outperform most competitors because they won't take the time to make their product or service better. Your next goal is to make your business run like a well-oiled machine. How can you create your product or service faster, cheaper, and easier, all the while keeping your quality sky high? This is where you really start to see the big bucks roll in. Imagine you're a baker and you start out making custom cakes from scratch for every order. That's a ton of work, but as you grow, you might develop a few standard designs that you can make in your sleep. You find suppliers for ingredients, they give you great deals, you hire an assistant, you train them in your techniques. Suddenly, you're cranking out delicious cakes, lightning fast, without breaking a sweat. That's the power of refining your business. And here's the beautiful thing. The better your business runs, the more money you can make and the more people you can help. So don't settle for a one-hit wonder side hustle. Invest in your future by utilizing the number one vehicle that is responsible for creating 88% of the millionaires. Start your own business. And if you want to skip the hard work of figuring it all out on your own, click the link in the description to learn more about our business model that is helping the average Joe fast track their success to becoming wealthy.